Hey guys,
Hey guys.
Hi guys.
we're actually all together today for the
Yeah.
review of
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk,
Yeah.
episode 6,
Or Just Jen.
Just Jen.
Just Jen.
Just Jen, Attorney at Law.
Yeah.
Awesome, interesting self-contained episode.
Yeah.
So we'll just have a little quick discussion,
yeah.
see what each other think about it. We also have it running in the background just in case.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it's a fun episode. It's definitely lighthearted. Reminds me a little bit of like Bridesmaids. I feel like this is the Bridesmaids episode of She-Hulk. And it's and good to see. I think some of the recurring characters like Titania come back. And yeah, it's more about Jen's family, I guess, in this case, because Chad is also back. But yeah, it's a fun episode. I guess less action except for the fight with Titania, but it's quite funny. And again, yeah, it's part of the comedy of She-Hulk.
Yeah.
That I enjoyed. So
And as part of the comedy as well, they even said themselves it's a self-contained episode.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I liked. So I like that part of it, and it was kind of interesting to see that in the background again Mallory has come back as another sort of recurring character, and to see her and work and her paralegal as well working behind the scenes, helping her with the case, helping Mallory with the case. So, but yeah, we have another, I guess, superhero case with Mr. Immortal. I thought that was quite a fun case as well. Yeah.
Mr. Immortal, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Immortal's case.
Yeah, funny character.
Another funny character.
Who actually came in from The Mandalorian as well.
Oh,
Okay. Alright,
He
interesting.
in The Mandalorian he was the Major Domo,
Oh,
or
I
like the
see.
mayor,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I see. All right.
I see.
which was kind of a fun
Interesting.
character. He was a Twi'lek, so most people wouldn't know him too well. But he was a Twi'lek, had the big things on the back.
Oh, I see. So he would have, because he's wearing prosthetics and stuff.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
but the face
necessarily-
is still recognizable.
Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah. But I enjoyed that episode. It was fun. And it's interesting to see, I guess, how people also perceive She-Hulk versus Jen. So it's an interesting contrast as well.
Yeah, they followed that from the previous episode.
So that's a recurring theme with these with the episodes. So yeah.
Which seems to be an interesting dynamic because
Yeah.
it's either just Jan or She-Hulk.
That's right.
Even in the previous episode, the ex-lover for like the episode
Yeah.
completely disregarded Jan, but like to see She-Hulk.
But really like She-Hulk. And what's interesting here is even with Titania, she wouldn't fight Jen as just Jen. She had to be She-Hulk. And yeah, so that again, that was interesting with how she's perceived. And with her, one of her childhood friends as well at the wedding. At first she didn't want the attention, but now that afterwards she realized, oh, it will make her wedding more interesting because She-Hulk, the celebrity is coming to her wedding, and it's making her wedding more interesting. So yeah, it's quite funny to see actually the contrast in Lulu's reaction when she first came,
Yeah.
getting all the attention, versus the second reaction afterward, after her fight with Titania, when she realized, oh, it's actually cool to have two celebrities, Titania and She-Hulk at her wedding.
Yeah, but the second time she must have been drunk.
She must have been drunk, yeah. But I think it was just more the fact that she's getting attention for having two celebrities at her wedding. And I think, yeah, that was an interesting turnaround.
And the dog was hilarious.
Yeah.
Good dog.
But the
Yeah,
little dog.
yeah.
Same name as
That
me.
was gonna be her partner walking down the aisle was actually a dog. Everyone thought it was she thought it was a guy. Like we would have thought, oh, it's just one of their friends that she's getting paired with. because normally they have like one of the bridesmaids and then one of the groomsmen paired together walking down the aisle.
Yeah.
So she thought it was gonna be a guy.
Yep. I also thought it was going to be a guy,
Yeah.
but it ended up being a dog.
Yeah. But it's interesting. She still did meet the guy at the wedding, Josh.
Yeah.
So that was fun. At least it wasn't like a total loss for her. Yeah. So it was cool.
Which is actually interesting to me as well, because Jonathan is my name.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
My brother's name, Josh.
Ah.
So,
Cool. Yeah.
personal attack here. But
But
yeah,
really
it's
interesting.
definitely not a personal attack right now, because
Yeah.
we're just people
Yeah,
reviewing the show.
yeah. But yeah, it's a funny coincidence.
It's a funny coincidence to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so funny, so comical.
Yeah. It just like this episode has more of a rom-com feel, I think, compared to the other episodes. Like if you compare this episode to the episode with Wong, or even to the previous episode, it feel like they're going with a different comedic tone almost from episode to episode. Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
We'll
Because,
definitely probably see more of Titania.
Yeah.
She's gonna be right.
She's not gonna be happy with this, so she'll keep pursuing She-Hulk, I think. Yeah. So she's gonna be the main antagonist for the next few episodes as well. And of course, we were expecting to kind of see Daredevil at some
Yeah.
point, but
Hello,
it looks like they're keeping him under wraps until maybe the final few episodes, maybe
Yeah,
the
there's-
final two, maybe.
Yeah, it does seem like it, because they seem to be teasing it per episode,
Yeah, there's a bit of a teaser there. Yeah.
but yet it's still not here yet.
Yeah. But yeah, very interesting to see what happens next.
Definitely, and only 3 episodes remaining, so we'll definitely
Yeah.
see.
He's either going to be, in the second last. I think he's probably more likely to appear in like maybe last 2 episodes. Maybe they're still keeping him under wraps until then. Yeah.
Yeah. So we might not see him in the next episode either. Since how they're going, probably the last 2 episodes will have that story arc.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, because I think they have to set up why he would appear in the episode. So yeah, interesting. But what I found also intriguing is that sort of towards the end when they were going onto that Mallory was going onto the intelligence website, and even though she sort of persuades her paralegal to not reveal to Jen what they saw there, but of course she can't help but blurt it out.
She's the best friend, of course.
Yeah, of course. So she's of course going to talk to Jen about it. But it's interesting to see that there's that thread. So maybe it is a link to what that gang that tried to mug She-Hulk at the beginning. I think that maybe that's a link to that. Maybe that's a hint towards that. Because who's trying to kill her or trying to steal maybe, something. Maybe they were trying to get her blood, extract her blood so that they can create more Hulks. So again, I feel like that could lead into what happens in the next episode.
That actually does make sense. Otherwise,
Yeah.
why would they show that particular scene in the previously on?
Yeah, to have that at the beginning previously on, and then to end with that as well in the episode, seeing them looking at that website and that thread, which I think is linked to that.
I think it's definitely linked, yes.
Yeah, because they're trying to also not just, I think, get her blood to maybe create more Hulks, like a soldier serum, but also to find out what can kill a Hulk. So I think that seems like that's whoever is behind it, which could be Kingpin, we don't know. They're trying to find a vulnerability in the Hulk that will allow them to kill Hulk. So I think that's interesting, that's intriguing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this week's cameo is definitely that crazy guy, Mr. Immortal.
Yeah, Mr. Immortal. That's the funniest cameo, I think, in this episode. Yeah.
So maybe we'll see him again, or it could be just a one-off. But It's interesting to have another character who jumps from the Star Wars to the Marvel universe, and the other way around as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Mandalorian, you said.
Mandalorian.
Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, Book of Boba Fett. Oh.
Yeah, so interesting to see that, and yeah, we might see him again pop up. Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see that for a little bit.
So I'll be up here now.
Yeah, you can see. You can see.
Should sit.
Oh, you can see that, Joseph.
No.
You keep
No,
it.
it'll be.
You can see. You can see that. Yeah.
Right here.
That's alright. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It was really good. Yeah. Yeah. You can.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun episode. I've been enjoying the series. It's not the best in terms of Marvel storyline, but it's a bit of fun.
Yeah. It's nice to have some comic relief kind of episodes as well. Yeah, and this was a fun one.
Yeah.
So
I really enjoyed it too.
then I don't think there are too many Easter eggs in this
No,
one.
and there weren't any end credits scenes.
Okay.
The only Easter egg I could think of is because Titania is in it, and the area that they were shooting in, it actually did look like a scene from like The Good Place.
Oh yeah.
The Good Place.
Yeah, that could be.
And because
Beautiful.
Jen said on the call Ding Dong,
Oh yeah.
that's actually a good call on what was in The Good Place as well. Like, shut up, you Ding Dongs. It's a common thing in The Good Place.
Oh, okay. So,
So
that's
I-
a fun one.
I think it's
Fun reference.
it might be a reference. Maybe it's confirmed. I haven't checked the Easter eggs or anything yet, so I'm not too sure.
Ah.
But that's an interesting one. Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think we might have covered everything already. It's quite a short episode. It's like
Yeah.
24 minutes.
24 minutes.
24
Ah.
minutes, yeah. If you discount credits. I think,
I understand the credits. Yeah.
Yep. So maybe we should just get straight to our scores.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Let's start with scores. I mean, for me, it's fun. I mean, it doesn't move the plot forward, but it's quite a fun episode. So I think I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5.
Because
Okay.
it's, yeah. I mean, I did like the fun elements, the bridesmaids elements to it, you know. Yeah.
Ah.
But yeah, I mean, of course, you know, like everyone else, I'm kind of intrigued to see, you know, what happens next, in terms of, you know, what will link this series with Daredevil, and I think that's what people are waiting for. So
Exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely coming. Because even though they
Yeah.
did say it was a self-contained episode, the beginning of the previous one and the end scene do seem to have a link to something that's coming.
yeah. So I think there are, even though it's self-contained, yeah, it has these little hints at the beginning and end that I think is quite intriguing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Looking forward to him coming
yeah, looking
back.
forward to that.
So Jeff, maybe
Jeff,
Jeff?
what's
show yourself for a bit. What's your
Yeah.
score?
I'll give it a 7. I think we will fit in. Yeah, I think give it a 7. I think yeah, the wedding makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Makes it more funny and just shows a bit more about She-Hulk or Jen. You know.
Yeah.
And obviously we saw you know the Titania back and Mr. Mortal, Mason Morridge. What the possibilities of what could happen in the next final 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And of course Daredevil, which everyone's waiting on. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
that fight was
Right.
hilarious.
That was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not only that, Chet in the background.
Yeah, in the background. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I'll give it a 7. Yeah, which is pretty good. I reckon. Yeah. What do you give it, Tom?
What about Jonah?
They give it since this was self-contained, didn't really move the story forward too much. They give it maybe a fun 5.5.
Oh, okay. Which is
But
pretty good.
yeah, all the little bits of comedy was like gold.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Immortal
He was hilarious. I
Hilarious.
love that.
He was really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Mortal. Yeah.
I
And
really
yeah,
love
not
that.
only that, we also get a bit of fun side from Mallory Book as well.
Yeah. Because she seemed like a very serious character when she was representing Jen or She-Hulk in the previous episode.
Yeah.
But here we see the more comedic side
Yeah.
of Mallory.
So Mallory Book and Nikki getting on
And
with
Nikki
each
as
other.
well. Yeah.
Mallory
Yeah.
Nikki. Yeah.
And they had fun.
Yeah, they had fun. They had fun working on a case together. Which
Like, why are you smiling?
yeah,
Like, what?
yeah,
Oh yeah. That's true.
yeah.
Mallory and.
Yep. And the fight scene happening in the background.
Yes, that's right.
You like the fight scene? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun one. So yeah.
The fight scene was really cool.
And she also forgot how to turn into She-Hulk for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had trouble. She was drunk though.
Yeah, she was drunk.
Yeah.
Like, she almost forgot how to do it, and then she eventually did
Yeah.
get it right.
Yes. But yeah, it was a fun episode.
Yeah.
Fun.
Episode all around.
Yeah, fun episode all around.
Mm.
Nothing too much in this episode.
But,
Yeah.
really enjoyed the
But yeah, you just enjoy it for the laughs. Yeah.
You just enjoyed for the laughs. No real point in this one. Unless you consider the She-Hulk versus Titania a good comedy standpoint.
Yeah. She offers containing.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think that's
it. Yeah.
Alright,
See you
that's
next
it.
Pretty good. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Self-contained episode, but also not so self-contained, because it also introduced the people that are trying to get her as well. Like right at the end. And it also showed that Titania, well, she's pretty much done now. And yeah.
Probably not done yet. In the
Yeah.
in the end credits, you actually see her in the surgery of some sort.
Back at the dentist getting her veneers fixed, basically. Yeah.
In credits, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But she'll be back to cause trouble for Jen and She-Hulk for sure.
I wondered who's banking the death rates on her dating profile.
On the intelligence, I think.
Yeah, the Intelligentsia.
No, it's a different website called Intelligence. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
Yep. And those things at the end, like in the website, we think it may have been like proper like threats that they got off other websites.
Okay.
Because there's always going to be like hate off websites as well, so they could probably like capitalize on that, like they did with the previous ones, like the Instagram posts.
Used real comments
Yeah.
and email threads and things like that, like forums where they screenshotted it and put it into the episode.
Because we know that they did before with the previous episodes.
Yeah. Like they used real messages on forums and stuff. Yeah.
Was a good all-round episode tonight, and I loved the way that she basically told us that breaking away from what you're expecting, it's going to be a wedding video. That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And I wonder if she's going to hook up with the guy from the wedding, or
Josh, yeah, maybe.
whether or not he's going to be He'll probably be in future episodes, but I'm not sure in what capacity, because like right at the end, seemed that there was a camera at the wedding, and they're like packaging up some uh, radioactive horse needle. I'm not sure what for. Either to withdraw blood from her, or deliver some poison to her. Not really sure about that one, but that kind of like takes it from the separate episode to carry it forward. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that episode. I'd probably be giving it 8.5.
Ooh, an 8.5.
Wow, that's quite high.
Quite high.
Yeah, that's very high. Yeah. So I
But,
really
yeah.
enjoyed it.
But definitely we'll see more of what's going to come with that end scene.
Yeah, that's definitely leading to something for sure.
Yeah.
And also a bit disappointing that there is no end credit scene again.
Oh yeah.
But maybe in place of an end credit scene, they had just that ending scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys give it?
I gave it 6.5. You
I gave it 7.
7.
They gave it a fun 5.5.
Okay.
I wonder what IGN thinks. Yeah.
Or actually, maybe we could just check that
Are
out.
we able to
Yeah,
look
check
up
it out.
IGN? I wonder what they think.
That's a good idea.
Because it's quite a range this time for us, right? From 8.5 to 5.5. That's quite a big range. Scoring.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it depends on who likes it as a self-contained episode and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really fun night.
So She-Hulk episode 6. Wait, am I looking?
Because I really did find last night's ones pretty boring.
Yeah, Andor was definitely slow, but we're not talking about Andor in this one.
Let me just
Let's see. Go down, down, down.
Oh,
7.
Oh,
The 7.
That feels
Okay.
like an average of our scores.
Yeah. So through the restrictions of its 30-minute runtimes are starting to show. She-Hulk Eternia Law remains fun and breezy with a sitcom staple, the wedding episode.
Yeah, I feel like that every rom-com or sitcom has that wedding episode. You know,
It's a bit like how sci-fi episodes or shows always have to have a day repeating episode, Groundhog Day episode.
yeah.
It's always a staple in something.
Yeah.
But at
So
least I think it is
that-
7.
Yeah. Is that her new dress that was made for her?
Yes, that was one of the
Yeah.
new dresses that was made by.
So Luke made that. He was the designer from the previous episode. So he made her like one for like I guess action, superhero action, but this one was like a special one he made just for her.
Yeah.
Something nice for her.
When she's just Jen, it looks pretty plain.
Yeah, the start title, just Jan Eternia Law.
Yeah.
They are seem to be doing a bit of like fun makes of those title page.
Yeah.
Like the
they're
previous
having fun with
episode
that.
was like She-Hulk by
By
Titania.
Titania. Yeah.
This
I
week
love
just
that.
Jen.
Yeah. I think that's quite fun. So I'm glad they're
They're making fun of it.
doing some variations on the titles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, yeah. So, you guys enjoying the housewarming.
Yeah,
it
we
was
finished
good.
it before
great,
we
yeah.
started this.
Yeah,
Okay.
So,
because I think some people ate that were here earlier. They ate as early as 6 because
yep, and I'll finish this one since I think we finished with the
We start-
story.